What's up? Ah, boy. You thought you thought I was gonna be gone forever. Nah, not gone forever. In fact, I actually have quite a few videos that I recorded away from YouTube that I will be posting soon enough. Maybe I'll post them all tonight. Maybe I'll post them tomorrow. Who knows? Um, but first of all, why have I been gone for so long? Okay, so for one reason, YouTube, they suspended me maybe once, maybe twice. They suspended me a couple times. In fact, if I get another strike, I'll be gone for good. But whatever. But anyway, and also, I just flooded you guys with so much info. I didn't want to be redundant, and so I just wanted to spend, a little time away from creating to take in information and to live and to make mistakes, to grow, all of these things. All right. So tonight I'll be talking about protecting what is yours. All right. Yes, this does have something to do with semen retention if you want to talk about protecting your seed. And I guess ultimately that's what it's about. Guys, this journey is very unpredictable. It'll throw you many curveballs. You will be faced with many forks in the road and a lot of tough decisions to make. And you won't always have the time to, as much time as you would like to make the best decision, but it'll come. And as time goes on, it's becoming more and more evident to me that I have to be protective over the things that I can control. In fact, I have to be hands on with the things that I can control. Because there's the things that you can't control, and so you got to ease off and let it be. But what I found in my life, and I'm sure it's the case for others, the things that we can control, we also just let go and let it be as well. You know, when you talk about um, poor hygiene, for example, you don't brush your teeth for a day, maybe even a week, you might be okay. But that becomes a habit, then you get a lot of tooth decay. You know what I'm saying? I know about that personally. All right. I spent about $26,000 on my teeth to get them fixed. My teeth didn't get fucked up overnight. It didn't just happen. For some people it does, but for me it didn't. It happened over time. But speaking of overtime, I mean, and also because I'm a big fan of staying in the game as long as possible, and your fate stands to change. I've always been on that, even when I didn't, necessarily have the results to prove it. All right, but now I'm definitely a firm believer. After coming out of pocket with all that money to actually work on my teeth, look at 'em, you know, not the best, but hey, I love it, man. Um, and that's for staying in the game as long as possible. Um, but yeah, this is about semen retention and in relationships. And men, you have to be ambitious, ambitious. Uh, some might even say foolishly optimistic. In spite of every obstacle that may be thrown your way, still keep your head to the sky. Yes, keep your head to the sky and practice my form of insanity where you look beyond your circumstances. Some may even say you're a bit delusional. You have to flirt with delusion in this life that is quite the winding road, to say the least. You have to be foolishly optimistic. And I keep drifting away from where I want my point to be. And you know me, being blunt is the best way that I can be. And so, guys, don't lose yourself when dealing with these women. You know, get a little nut off here, get a little nut off there. Playing the game with women, playing the emotional roller coaster game with women, chasing after them, wondering who they're texting, wondering who they're having sex with. Well, what about the things that you can control? All right, it's always going to come back to that. What can you control? You can control your discipline. You can have the discipline to not waste your life force on such a fickle thing. Women are very beautiful, but can be very fickle creatures. You could waste your time on that all you want. Have at it. If you've been through it enough, you know that it's just a very stressful thing. And many times can be very unfulfilling, especially when you've been around the block quite a few times. You done had your share of women, and you watch success get away from you, and few disappointments, few heartbreaks. You realize that, well, shit, maybe I should have been chasing that other thing. I don't think the other thing would have ran away from me. I don't think the other thing is as fickle as what I've been chasing. You know, maybe it's as reliable as I am. You know, because if you keep showing up, you increase your chances of succeeding at that thing, at building something they can't take away from you. It's very important because it's all about legacy in the end. And I can't think of too many things greater than legacy. There'll always be women. When they say build it and they will come, it applies to that as well. Now, if you have nothing to share, you just spend your whole life chasing, trying to charm women until you're at an age where it's just not attractive anymore. It'll happen. I've seen it. And it's very sad because what happens after that is just the rest of your life, just lonely. Yeah, I know people in their 50s who were very charming at one point, but when you're 50 and you're living in your mom's basement, no privacy or anything like that, see how attractive that shit is then. It's a real life story for a lot of people. All right. So you got to have something going about you, not just to attract women, but it's okay and it's natural to want a partner, but you got to put the horse before the cart. You know, you can internalize you feeling rejected, feeling like nobody wants you, feeling like a loser. You can internalize that and just drown it in ice cream, in Netflix, in music, whatever it is. You can drown it in drugs, in alcohol, in weed. You can drown it. Or you can use that as wood to the fire, as gas to the fire. Let that push you to be something great. Let that push you to carve out a life for yourself, unlike any other. Unlike one that was mapped out for you or mapped out for other people. Use this for to your advantage to get what you want out of life. And when you put yourself first, you don't have to worry about compromising to please other people. You say, "Oh, I don't want to shine so bright. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable." No, fuck no. The sun doesn't care who it offends. It's going to shine as bright as it does. You can complain about how hot it is, whatever it is, the sun is going to do what the sun is going to do. Are you going to be natural? Are you going to grow until? Are you going to shine until? Are you going to do what it means? Are you going to do what you do until? Be what it means uh, for you to be until? Because at the end of the day, no matter what people around you say, no matter what I say, it's truly all that matters, and you have to protect that. Because what I found is too many of us, not just men, women too, we give up too much of who we could be to satisfy somebody who should have been working to get on our level. Flat out. You really do have to get to a point in your life where you say, I'm not going to play down anymore. All right. You got to risk being disliked, risk being misunderstood. Because where you're going, it doesn't matter what people back there think. It just doesn't. Some people will never get it. You know, some people could be a carbon copy of you. You had this person over here understand everything that this person is saying, but won't understand shit that you saying just because it's you. Just because and they couldn't stand to agree with you. They couldn't stand to say, you know what, this person is spot on. Just because it's you. I see it all the time. It doesn't even hurt me. It did at one point. But I'm like, I just told you that, and it wasn't, it didn't click until somebody else told you. You know, I just told you this, and you disagreed with it until this person told you this. So the problem isn't the information. The problem wasn't even the delivery. The problem was that it's me. That you want to see me wrong, which I appreciate because now I don't have to share anything with you. You gave me permission. You told me what you wanted, which is not me, which is not my information. You don't want it from me, then go get it from somebody else. Don't vent to me. My time is important. My everything that is mine is important to me. All right. I'm not gonna lose it for the sake of somebody else so they can take what I get them and run off. That ain't happening anymore. If you want to run off, you just gonna run off without anything. Fuck it. I'm 30 years old. The stakes are higher now. That's another thing. I wanted to make a video about that. What I learned in my 30 years, as well as what I learned from being sober for over a year. But yeah, like I said, I probably have like 7, 8 recorded videos that I need to upload, and I will. But I wanted to get this out here. Protect your fucking seed. Transmute the energy that you have, the anger, the pain, the sexual energy. Transmute it into whatever you want it to be, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to do. Put that energy towards something greater. Not these quick fixes, these quick nuts, jerking off into a towel, coming in somebody's mouth and they, I don't know, spit or swallow. It don't matter. It's not going to benefit you. You tell me what's more important. I'm going after the throne. I don't care about being liked. I don't care about being accepted. I don't do any of this for acceptance. I'm trying to win in my own book, my own right. People can mock me all they want, but I'm doing it. You ain't doing shit but talking shit. That's final. All right.